Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on the Infinite Baffle channel. My name is Niall and today is a very exciting day because I'm joined by the brand new, as I record this, unreleased Quad 33 preamplifier and 303 power amplifier to go with it. Now, I've got to say, before we get stuck into anything whatsoever, a massive thank you for the support on the channel and a massive thank you for Quad for making this video possible. If you guys weren't showing the support and the love on the channel as you are, videos like this looking at unreleased products just would not be possible. So thank you again for the support. If you do enjoy this one, leave a thumbs up on it, subscribe if you are new, and just again a massive thank you for making this possible. The story for the 303 and 33 actually starts all the way back in 1967, and what a year that was, because not only did the 33 and 303 hit the market for the very first time, England would have been champions of the world, having won the World Cup the year before, and more importantly, the Big Mac was released. I mean, what a time to be alive that was. What Quad have decided to do to honour the timeless unit that is the original 33 and 303, they've taken Peter Walker's original design and aesthetically they stayed very true to it. There's a couple of things that have changed on here. You've still got the classic grey and orange combination, which again is absolutely iconic, but obviously things like the screen that you see on the front of the 33 just wouldn't have been possible at the time. That's been added on, as well as a whole host of upgrades when it comes to what's inside the boxes as well. But aesthetically, they are really compact and, just like I say, a timeless design, very similar to those original 33s and 303s that would have been released in 1967. I love the way that they've actually brought this up to modern spec as well in terms of the layout and the actual front panel of the 33. You've obviously got the orange accents, which is, you know, synonymous with the originals that came out in 67, but the way these buttons individually light up here, as you can see, I mean, again, these are only aesthetics, but as an aesthetic product, it looks absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that the orange screen here is a nod to the original as well, again, in keeping with that grey and orange theme that the original had always had. In terms of what's available on the front, you've obviously got your volume pot here on the right hand side of the unit as I'm looking at it, and then on top of that you've also got your balance controls here, which we'll come on to talk a little bit more about later in the video. But really simple design. Eagle-eyed viewers out there might have noticed the addition of the headphone input, which is brand new as well. That wasn't something that was on the original, but again, we'll come a bit more to that later in the video. But yeah, just aesthetically, a really nice piece of kit, it's got to be said. On the screen now, I will put some of the inputs, outputs, and some of the specs for both of these units. I think one thing that is worth noticing, when you look at the dimensions, these things are really compact, especially the 33 preamp here. I mean, considering the amount of outputs and inputs and potential you've got with this unit, it really is a very tiny piece of kit. The power amp obviously a little bit chunkier, but I think if you wanted to, again, put this sideways, again, I think it's a pretty compact system, especially if you think of what you would normally have in terms of like a monoblock system. It would normally be something far bigger than this. Again, for the size of the 33, I think it's absolutely incredible that in that little box you're getting 3 line level inputs, a phono input, a pre-in, RCA connections, XLR ins and outs, and a trigger output, as well as that headphone in on the front. I mean, that is absolutely sensational. On top of that, obviously, we've already touched upon the fact that it's got the moving magnet and moving coil phono stage built into it. I mean, this is an incredibly versatile piece of kit. Inside the 303, there's been a lot of upgrades. It stays true to the original, still being a Class AB, meaning it runs at a much cooler temperature than a lot of other power amplifiers out there. But it has got a new, improved, low magnetic field design transformer, which puts out a lot more power than the original did. The 303 is putting out 50 watts per channel going into A-tones, but if you did want to use these in a mono state where you're bridging them together, that rockets all the way up to 140 watts per channel, which I think is capable of driving pretty much anything I can think of right now. I've got to say, I'm really excited to getting a bit more use out of these and potentially doing another video down the line. If you do want to see my thoughts on these after a bit more intensive listening, do let me know in the comment section down below. But I think on the face of it, these are going to be a huge success just from an aesthetic point of view, and the fact that it's a throwback to that original unit in the 60s, people are going to absolutely love. And I think, again, the bang for your buck that you're getting in terms of flexibility with the 33, the power that the 303 is putting out, it's bound to be an absolutely fantastic combination. Again, I cannot wait to listen to this, particularly in a vinyl system, which is where I think this is going to really shine. But if you do want to see a video with my thoughts on this after a bit more listening, do let me know in the comment section down below. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video and what has been really lucky for us, really a sneak peek at the 33 and the 303. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below, and especially if you're someone that happens to have used or you potentially still own that original model from 67. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. But thank you again for the fantastic support of the channel. Again, a massive thank you for Quad for making this video possible. Again, if you enjoy it, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you all in next week's video.